Hello, Sam here, editor of Oracle Time, and today I'm here with one of the most impressive offerings on the ever-growing microbrand market, the Zelos Mirage II. When Singaporean microbrand Zelos started in 2014, they were a little ahead of the curve. Nowadays you can't avoid bronze and carbon fibre timepieces, but back then Zelos were one of a handful of watchmakers making the most of the materials, and Kickstarter for that matter. Their first piece, the Helmsman, hit 273% of its original goal. The Chroma, next, managed 350%, and finally the Abyss achieved a phenomenal 650% of its target. Needless to say, they'd struck a chord with collectors. Fast forward to today, and the brand has come a long way. They're still as toolwatch focused as ever, with a rather broad collection of pieces. Their website makes it seem a bit too broad perhaps, but now they're stepping things up a notch. The Mirage II isn't what you expect from your average accessible microbrand. At its core isn't the standard Sellita or Miyota bread and butter movements many a smaller brand use, but instead the manual wind number from the maestros at Joux Perret, complete with an 8-day power reserve. For the uninitiated among you, Joux Perret are a specialist Swiss movement maker and developer, and have been behind some serious calibres for the likes of Hublot, Tag Heuer, and even Armin Strom. They're now under the umbrella of Citizen, but if Zelos are anything to go by, that hasn't halted their work for other brands, thank God. Their movements are up there with the finest. This isn't the first time Zelos have opted for high-end movements. That would be the tourbillon-equipped Mirage II. But where previously they opted for a limited edition of just 10, this time it's 25 or 50 pieces per colour. A showpiece like the Mirage is all well and good, but the Mirage II hammers home that Zelos is becoming a serious contender in accessible high watchmaking. Style-wise, the Mirage II is a pilot's watch, complete with an oversized turbine-like crown with plenty of grip, and typically oversized and clearly legible indexes. Vintage though it is not. What we have here is the most down-to-earth of the new Mirage models, the Glacier, and that still means a super lightweight 42mm titanium case and an open-worked front with silver bridges. Given the movement, you can see why they'd want to show it off, and the layout lets you see your impact on the movement as you wind it, which is, admittedly, endlessly satisfying. While this is by far the tamest version in the collection, it's nonetheless an eye-catching watch. But if it's a bit too tame for you, more power to you, you can always opt for one of the other case materials. There's the heavyweight tantalum if you like some serious heft to your watch, or a sapphire case to show off Joux Perret's work from all sides. Then there is Zircti, a zirconium titanium alloy which looks like a more modern take on the organic waves of Damascus steel, and produced in a similar fashion, with either a gold or a blue finish. It's nuts, and I love it. I'm just not sure I'd buy it personally. It's not just the case machining that's impressive, the matching titanium bracelet on our model is equally well made, and sits very nicely on the wrist. In fact, it feels slightly smaller than 42mm, which is a nice surprise for my dainty wrists. The watch does come with a rubber strap too, if you'd like to swap to something sportier, but as far as I'm concerned, the bracelet is the way to go. So the big question, for a brand that released a tourbillon under 10k in the Mirage I, how much will their custom movement equipped watch set you back? Well, just $3,900, or in good old English money, a smidge over $2,750. Zelos apparently have upped their game to a whole new level. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you've come across a better value watch than the Zelos Mirage II.